Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot. Gosh, I'm really bad with the date at the moment. Wednesday the 12th of November. Are we whipping through November or what? It's just like, like that. It's just going speed of light, isn't it? Like a crap firework in an 80s family party. Traffic light, anyone? Oh my God. I haven't been to a fireworks do for a long time, actually. The town I live in kind of is a perpetual fireworks place. They just go off, honestly, for weeks on end. So much so that most of my cats are actually quite used to them. I know, they've had the chance to just become quite, you know, Val's a little bit nervous, but not much. Anyhow, Wednesday, the peak of the week. What do we need to know for Wednesday? Oh my God. Is it going to be like that? Let me just move my cold cup of coffee. Okay, alrighty. Tell us more. All right, we can deal with that. What am I using? The Mythic Tarot. Yes, oh, lovely. Oh God, has it just started raining again? We're in the room with a glass roof. Oh, I can just see Leia's tail. Oh, she's like, oh God, I was sitting on a lovely warm roof and what happened? Oh dear, I might have to open the door. Leia refuses to use the cat flap, but on account of the fact she is the Dowager Countess. Let's see. Come on, Leia! She's coming. Come on, Leia. Leia! She's a couple of bricks short of a load, Leia, really. Come on, Leia! Okay. Well, keep an eye. She will stick her little black and... Oh, hello, who have we got here? Hi, Diabolo. We've got Diabolo instead. Let's see whether she's going to pee on anything or not. I know. It's like a strange game of roulette, isn't it, sweetheart? Yes. Okay. Three of Swords. Woof. Kicking off with the Three of Swords, we've got Agamemnon in the bath. He's not doing well. Clytemnestra has got herself on Bumble while he's been away and found herself a lover. And then old Agamemnon comes back from the war and he wants a bath, puts a glug of Radox in there. Radox Original, the green one, the only one, really. And, you know, settles back in and look what happens. So I would say of all of the Three of Swords in all of the decks, that's probably one of the more harsh ones. But at the same time, it is the Three of Swords. So when the Three of Swords comes up, there is something, underlying things, that is an old wound at work. And of course, we're in Mercury retrograde, we're in Scorpio season. It's almost like we're all walking around with our old wounds leading us like this. So I'm going to say that the potential to have words with somebody beyond the energy that belongs to your relationship. So in other words, you could end up by the drinks machine at work or whatever, having what you thought was a perfectly civil conversation about a relatively safe subject, and it could blast off, you know, it could like a cheap firework, it could go off. So I'm going to say choose your words carefully as much as you can. And of course, words don't always just come out of our mouth in this modern era. So this is emails, WhatsApps, WhatsApp groups. You know, I had a friend who the other day did a huge criticism of someone in a WhatsApp group, but the person had not yet left the group. You know, I saw all that. Thanks, Jennifer, or whatever. Yeah. And there are many, many, many ways for us to be caught out in the digital age because of things like that. Our brain can't think of all of the boring things we might be attached to. So I think I'm going to go for my mum's advice here, which is don't write anything down, basically. But and in this day and age, again, with everyone recording things, that could go for phone calls. Don't say anything that you wouldn't say if the person was in the room. Just don't. And that goes as well for emailing, who you're CCing in, who you're not CCing in. Just behave as if everyone can read everything. Always a good way to go. Hello, Diablo. She's casing out somewhere where she can go. I know she is. It's making me nervous. 8 of Pentacles. Good solid card. I'm loving this. Of course, this could apply to work, the 3 of Swords, because this is the work card. Sun in Virgo. Here we've got the guy knocking out the pentacles in his garden. That would be a lovely workstation, wouldn't it? Like standing desk with river behind you and grapes all down. I might have to try this. And grapes all around you. I did get sent a thing by a company once asking me if I would do like a sponsorship for a standing desk. I've kind of got lost in the thought of, God, what would that be like, of like standing and doing tarot all the time. I'm not very good at standing. So I said no. Sorry, standing's overrated. I like sitting down. I'm sitting on one of those kind of, I could show you actually. Hang on. It's probably covered in cat hair, so I've covered it in a tea towel. I'm sitting on one, oh God, it is covered in cat hair, on one of these. And look, it's been patched because one of the cats decided to eat it. I know, which was very annoying. So it's got a little bit of gaffer tape on there. And then we have to put the tea towel on, which is all moot because last night Biggie sat on the tea towel, which was lovely. Anyhow, 3 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. Don't put a foot wrong at work or in any friendship groups or in anything, ever. Not while we're in this energy. Then we get the Star. Thank God for that. I like that we get the Star. It's just, I mean, this one has Pandora opening the box and we've got the Angel of Hope and all the rest of it. It's quite nicely done, this one, because we've got all the flutterbys and everything. But actually, that's not really how Pandora's box story went, is it? Didn't she open all the pains of the universe as well as the Fairy of Hope? Let's not dwell on that, shall we? Keep your eye on the North Star, okay? Keep your eye on what makes you excited while we're in this sort of intermittent, I don't know, do I want to call it difficult energy? Spiky energy, I want to call it. 9 of Wands, build your fortress big and build it good. I think this came up yesterday. Don't have it so that, nobody at all can find you because the wall is so high, they literally can't see over it. But at the same time, you want to keep the riff-raff out, really, don't you? No more chaff, thank you very much. So this is your boundaries, but also it's not just your boundaries, it's the way that you talk to yourself as well sometimes. So if you know that so-and-so or whatever in the office or wherever is a gossip, don't be chatting with them at the moment, Have little measures for yourself that are going to keep you safe, okay, at the same time. And stick to them. Have that. Sometimes boundaries is just knowing yourself and sticking to that. And then we get Poseidon coming up with a big old coin. This is very nice. Ace of Pentacles, just to remind us that there is a kind of light at the end of the tunnel, that it's not especially flashy or anything like that. He just comes up with a big old coin. We are moving on to things that are, especially as we move more towards Capricorn season in a couple of months, we're sort of moving to things that are more solid, more reliable and slower energy. But we need to get through this first. So have your checks and balances, have your fortress built high, have a word with yourself, and don't talk to Brenda in accounts, okay? And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.